Hello, we're back. How y'all doing? We are back for another video. Hopefully this won't be, well, I don't know. It might be because we still got to look at the other live. But anywho and anyway, we're back, guys. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. It's still raining and stormy here, but we're going to get through it. Yeah, let's get into our show. Let me get my banner up. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Yes, hold on a second. Okay, boom. There we go. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so everything said in the video is alleged in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hey, I see everybody coming in. Thank y'all for being here. Please don't forget to hit the like button to support the channel. All right, let's get into it. All right, so Lisa Raye is doing a sit down with Carlos King, you guys. Looks like this interview is going to be good. I may watch it and maybe review it. We'll see. I think she's going to be talking about some interesting stuff, spilling some tea, all of that. Someone says share the video. Oh, we haven't got there yet, guys. Hold on a second. We're getting ready to get there, okay? We're getting there. Somebody said share the video. Y'all think I'm going to forget to share the video this time. I got you. Okay. Yeah. All right, so let's get into it. Carlos is sitting with Lisa Raye McCoy for an exclusive interview, you guys. I think the interview is going on now, but I'm going to let them play it out because I'm actually trying to catch up from his Messy Monday video that I was kind of interested in. So let's get into it. All right, so this is what Lisa Raye had to say.
Why waste your time dating somebody who is not going to elevate your life?
I don't want to stress you out by trying to keep up with my lifestyle that I already have and am accustomed to. I'm going to these restaurants just for lunch meetings, and it takes you your whole check to take me there. You are still wanting a vacation for the weekend. I vacation and go on holiday for the month.
Give it up for the Lisa Raye McCoy playing the role of Diamond. Did that affect you from booking other roles because people only saw you as that?
Of course it did.
Your very public second marriage, obviously the infidelity and the alleged misappropriating the funds and all that stuff. Were the signs there and you chose to ignore it because you were in love?
I was not in love.
You weren't in love?
No.
Wow.
Did your ex ever sleep with one of your friends?
Mm-hmm.
Celebrity friends?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them?
Mm-hmm.
You alleged too that Nicole Murphy had relations with your ex-husband. Were you two friends?
She was at my bachelorette party. But you know what? At that time, my mother told me then. She said, but you got to watch down there. And she was right. She was dating Michael Strahan. So I called him. Let me send you a tape that I have of proof, And so I did. Friends don't do that now. Where I come from, south side of Chicago, that's an ass whooping.
One of your really good friends, Vivica Fox, was one of the reasons the falling out had to do with the fact that you felt your friends weren't there for you.
When I went to complain and say, I feel like a princess in a glass house, no one understood that.
Are you and Vivica good now?
When
you saw Will Smith slap Chris Rock in honor of defending his wife, was that the behavior of the Will Smith that you knew?
Now we know all the shenanigans is going on. It's like you protecting against what and who? She can do that herself. She was laughing.
Were you surprised about the entanglement announcement?
Wow.
You did Cocktails with Queens.
Yes.
It was a huge hit. It was you, Vivica Fox, Selena Johnson, and Claudia Jordan.
So it became a show for me that I no longer wanted to do and be a part of.
You quit?
Wow. That's going to be a good interview because this is looking like she's being very transparent. Y'all know she's talking about Michael Missick, the guy that was the premier child over there in the little island that she was married to. She's saying she wasn't in love with him. So maybe it was the status and the money. Of course, she had her own money, but I mean, ain't nothing like spending somebody else's money, right? But of course she does. She talks about how she has an expensive taste and guys that want to take her out, be trying to take her to restaurants and they can't afford certain things that she likes. And it's okay to have an expensive taste because hell, she's Lisa Raye. She's paid her dues to the game. So it is what it is. I think this is going to be a good interview though. So I think I'm going to watch it and we may review it and or watch it too. So I think it's actually on now. So like I said, I'll be checking it out to see exactly what it is. But I mean, the preview seems like it's giving, honey. She's calling names, talking about Nicole Murphy being the one that her mom told her to look out for and watch out for, because she was that girl that was going to be trying to take her man and going behind her back, trying to stab her in the back and stuff. So wow. So she is calling names, which child Lisa Raye, she ain't never been scared to let a girl know when she get out of line. Okay. I mean, y'all know she is diamond honey from that little dressing room when she jumped on old girl in there. Okay. But anywho and anyway, we're gonna check it out. So shout out to Carlos Child for interviewing Lisa Raye, and shout out to Lisa Raye, honey, for being transparent. Okay. Ooh, that look like that's gonna be a good interview. All right. So we've been talking about Kim Porter and her cheering out here, still trying to keep this damn stuff under wraps, and I feel like they are ordered by their father to do so. I feel like Kim Porter's kids are trying to keep things quiet. I think they know that their mother was unalived by their dad, but what can they do? They're scared of their father, and I think that they're going to do whatever they can to keep certain information from being put out there, because they don't have anything left. If their father's reputation is ruined, which it already is, then that kind of trickles down to them, to where they aren't able to be as successful as they need to, because they need him. They haven't worked a job in their life. Okay, Diddy's losing millions by the day from lawsuits, from the lawsuit he's got coming up, just everything he's got going on. Businesses are pulling away from him and they're not dealing with him. So he's losing a lot of money. Okay, he is losing a lot of money. So let's get into this topic here. It says that Quincy and Christian Combs, which Quincy is, of course, Kim Porter's son, and so is Christian Combs, served the author of the new Kim Porter tell-all book a cease and desist, okay, saying that if her secret flash drive was real, that it would be their property, not his. Now, how do you know that? Because it said that there were several copies of her flash drive that were put out there just in case Diddy got to her main flash drive and got rid of it and or destroyed it, because she was actually telling things that she knew about Diddy and things that she experienced in the game and things that she saw that Diddy was doing and other things going on. So it said that Cassie also has a flash drive, and it also says, this man here is saying that he has one as well. Okay. So we're gonna see what it's given. I'm about to read what it says here. Let me put my glasses on right quick. Ciao. They do need to get a job. I'm sick of them. Ciao. First you fighting with Ray J, now you sending out cease and desist. Ciao, bye. All right. So Quincy and Christian Combs are tired of people attempting to profit off their late mother's death. It says that since the controversy with Diddy, the controversy with Diddy first hit the fan, that people have been coming out of the woodworks claiming to have the late Kim Porter's personal flash drive with pages from an alleged tell-all book that she was allegedly supposed to be releasing against Diddy. Now, y'all remember we read that book on my channel. I still have that book. It was very telling. A lot of things in the book kind of do correlate with what we've seen and or heard from other interviews and people who have witnessed certain things that we heard in this said book. So I don't believe that everything in the book was lies. I don't think that everything in the book were lies. I just don't. Now, anytime you read a book, some things might be kind of stretching the truth here and there, but I feel like the main events in this book, I do think were real. Okay. I really do, because Kim's story is very parallel to some of the stuff that Cassie went through and that she spoke to in her book. I mean, in her lawsuit, rather not her book, but in her lawsuit, and other people who have dealt with him. Don Richard, whenever she put her lawsuit out, it was very parallel to some of the things that she saw and or experienced as well. So I'm willing to believe a lot of the stuff that was said in the book, which is why I chose to read it on my platform. Okay. And I stand behind how I feel. Now, they said that though her children have adamantly denied the existence of the alleged flash drive, that hasn't stopped people from attempting to profit off the situation. Now, this is that now, though the brothers are trying to put an official stop to it through the courts. It says that according to TMZ, shout out to them and shout out to Neighborhood Talk, says that Quincy and Christian served a cease and desist to a man named Courtney Burgess and his attorney, Ariel Mitchell, for releasing and profiting off of a book that they claim is Kim Porter's personal diary. It says that the book Kim Porter Tell It All is allegedly from her personal flash drive that Burgess claims that he was able to get a hold of from a friend of Kim's. Now, it says that Burgess claims that it's an original, unedited copy of her memoir, and he published the book without editing anything, okay? It goes on to say that in the C&D that Quincy, of course, you know, the cease and desist, that Quincy and Christian claim that when their mother passed away, that they became the rightful owners of her intellectual property rights. It says that they also shut down the rumors that this flash drive even exists. Now, according to the court document filings, it says that the brothers claim that even if the flash drive was real, that it would be their property, not some random man's. Well, let's go back to when Kim Porter passed away. You guys remember her house was ransacked rather. All the drawers were pulled out. Things were disheveled in her home. They were looking for something, copies of her book, and flash drives at that. But she had already, according to my sources, had already given copies of flash drives to people like Cassie and other people. And I think that Quincy's dad, okay, may have, I'll be sure, may have a copy as well, because Kim, according to him, did come to her prior to her death and tell him that she was afraid and that people were following her, and he told her to go to the feds. So there were some things that he already knew that was going on, that she had already spoke to him prior to her death. So I feel like he may be privy to some things as well. Now, Quincy and Christian say that Burgess has 5 days to stop selling the book online and doing interviews before they take further legal action. They're covering for their dad. They're covering for their dad, just like they're doing things on the outside for him now that the feds have uncovered that his children are getting involved in trying to help cover up and or reaching out to people for them not to cooperate in this case. All right. Now, they also want him to turn over any of Kim's alleged belongings that he claims that he has, as well as any accounting of how much money he made from the book. Okay. So they're trying to shut down everything as related to that, which is so weird. I think that they would want to know the truth in terms of what happened to their mother versus what their father told them. This cockamamie story about her passing away allegedly from pneumonia, lobar pneumonia to be exact. Okay, I don't believe that's how she passed, because too many people have passed away in that same way, and they've chalked it off as damn pneumonia. So I don't know, but that is what is happening with that. There is another book out by Jamal Millwood called Kim Porter's Tell It All. I don't know, I might have to get that book and read it too before they snatch it off. What is it, 5 days? Let me go out there, child, and see here later on when I get off if the book is still out there, because I'm interested. Y'all fighting too hard to get this book off the shelves, like you fought to get the other one off, because y'all know that it's a lot of damaging stuff in these damn books. And if this man got flash drives and real evidence in terms of what's going on with this Kim Porter situation, then hell, put it out. Shit. Put it out. If he put a book out, obviously he's gonna make a bag from it. So it's weird to me that this one that looks just like Diddy is the one who's pushing the most in order to keep things quiet. But you say you love your mom. It's weird. And I know your father is behind this bullshit, but bottom line, that's your mother, who's not here anymore, who you say you miss and that you wish she was still here, at which she would have been here had she not revealed the things that she knew about your father. So you might want to look into your dad and stop being walking around here with Stockholm syndrome and protecting the very person that I feel, is the real demon in all of this. Okay, which is your dad. he really is. But let's get off him, child. Those kids are brainwashed. They are totally brainwashed. It's so sad. All right, so let's get into Scrappy. Somebody says on Amazon. Amazon took it down, but Courtney sold the original with pictures for a short period. I gotta go see if I can find it out there before they take it down. They said 5 days, child. Oh, I'm interested. Y'all know I'm nosy, child. All right, so Scrappy. Let's get into Scrappy. Okay. Scrappy, it says the little Scrappy says that he doesn't hate his ex-wife Bambi. He says, I just don't like her. I want the two of them to get somewhere and sit the hell. All right, so this is what Scrappy has to say about Bambi, child. Lord.
Hate is a strong word. Strong word. I just don't even have the energy for that shit no more. It's about getting money, taking care of them kids, man. I don't even look that way. Just keep moving, get my money. Do what I've been trying to do for the longest, like I'm doing it.
I'm sick of Scrappy too, y'all.
I do not hate my ex-wife.
Oh, he said he don't hate her. He just don't look that way. He just don't like her. He trying to get money and take care of their kids. Well, that's all you should have been doing. You could have did that when you was with her, but you chose to spend your money elsewhere and cause all y'all to get put out. I mean, that wasn't a good look. But now you got your shit together. Now that you on your own, which you paying more money now, okay? And where are you at, child? Where you got plastic on your roof? Where you at? Where you got plastic on your roof up there? That look real ghetto, Scrappy. Where your money at, son? All right, but that's what he had to say, child. He's still talking junk about Scrappy, and I'm about to predict that Mama D is about to come do a video about Bambi in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I can just see it coming. Anytime Scrappy is saying something negative about Bambi, you know his mama is not gonna use. She is not gonna wait to run out here and say something negative too, because she just cannot stand Bambi. But it's stupid as hell, because she is the mother of your grandchildren, so please have some type of respect for her. Damn. As long as Bambi ain't talking shit about you, don't be coming for her. All right. So let's get into this damn interview with Carlos King, Marsau, and what's the boy, Glenn from Bell Collective. All right. Let's get into it. All right, these three clowns. All right. Oops, no, I ain't gonna do that. All right, let's get into these three clowns, child. Let's get into it. Then I gotta go watch the Lisa Raye interview and see what that's giving. Cause baby, all right, let's make it big. Shout out to Carlos King, because that's where we're watching. Okay, let's get into it. We only just gonna watch their little segment and we're not gonna watch the entire thing. All right, let's go.
You two to me are attractive men, right? But do y'all get y'all are married for the record?
Right.
However, do y'all get more attention from women now because you're on TV? And how do you handle that?
Go first, Marsau. You go ahead. You can take the lead on this.
Want to figure out how to answer these questions?
Yeah. You can take the lead on this one.
Number one, start off with the obvious truth. Yes, we get more attention. But I will say this for me, and it's probably good. See, I've never been a kind of attracted that's like, oh my God, did you see him? Did you see him? So
was that Maurice?
That was Reese.
Is Reese the most attractive of all your brothers?
Righteously, he used to be. Now me and him about neck and neck. It used to be like Carlos, real talk. Being Reese, Reese would be my closer. Like, so we'd be in college, whatever, right?
Yeah,
college, and like I'll be trying to talk to a chick or whatever, and then she'd be like, "Nah, I don't know. What about my homegirl?" I go get Reese, and then her homegirl like, "Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good." Yeah. Okay. So he was my wingman. It was like I turned into the wingman afterwards.
Okay. But, well, for me, I get more hate now than love. I'm not gonna lie about it. I live in Jackson, so Jackson is a big town, small city. So I always been that dude. You know what I mean? Because I've done well for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I would say now I get more hate than anything because of the way that they portray me, the way they see me on TV. But you gotta get to know me. You feel me? I'm a cool guy. Like
you're a cool dude.
Yeah. Also kicked it with me a couple times. We kicked it a lot of times, and
When you're already a great nurse, but you're called to do more, you belong at Chamberlain University.
We're back.
It's all love. Yeah, it's all love, man.
Hey, but he's talking about your DM, dog. He's talking about your DM, not just.
I don't even have them no more. I don't have DMs anymore. Why not? My wife run my page.
Oh, you got a joint page.
We got a joint page, dog. We got a joint page, dog. That's
an L.
I'll take the L all day. Put it right here. I'll wear it proudly. Give me that L. Let me put that L on. Yeah.
You'd be like, "Hi, I'm Glenn and Letitia."
Yeah. Listen. Sometimes I wake up and see that I have replied to someone, but I haven't. You know what I mean?
So does Letitia reply to the women who are in y'all DM thinking they're getting in contact with you?
Right, absolutely.
And are these women, are they breast size still LMNOP?
Lord have mercy. I swear to God, they triple. I'm talking about down to the no, the biggest one, H, J, K, L. Yeah, man.
Hey, the women that be in your DMs, like the women that like me, man, they be like 55, 60 plus.
No.
I'd be like, bruh, like do better than this. Like,
that gotta be disturbing for you, Marsau. That gotta be disturbing.
It is. And I want to turn them down anyway, but I want to turn something down that you're like, come on, bro. Like, don't do me like this now.
Well, you know what's up? Okay. So I want to talk about this. And this is great because I'm getting the perspective of two straight men who are married to women. Okay. So Glenn, you may not know this, but I'm newly outside, right?
What? What you doing, Los? What's going on?
He's going through a hoe phase.
Lo, listen.
No,
don't do it.
Life happens. So I'm newly outside. Okay. So I told my raindrops, and I want to hear from y'all. I feel like as successful Black men, it's only right that we choose somebody that can elevate not only our lives, but we can elevate the lives of our partners and, in your case, the kids, right?
Absolutely.
So obviously, I date men. I am looking for the Savannah James version of a man.
Savannah James.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So follow. I know. Let's cook real quick before.
Go ahead. I gotta hear this.
Because this is the thing. I watch a lot of boss podcasts or CEO podcasts, right? So from Steve Harvey to LeBron James to Gucci Man, they all said that the main reason why they are successful is because of the woman they chose to marry.
Absolutely.
Because their woman gives them peace in order to be a beast in these streets. Let me cook. Let me cook, right? So in my case, because my friends were asking me, Carlos, do you want somebody in their 20s or 30s? Do you want an older man? Do you want a wealthy man? Do you want a man that you can take care of? Do you want a man where y'all are equal? So these are things that in my community, as somebody who dates men, is not obvious, right? Because I think in men and women marriages, right? Sometimes it's obvious that, okay, the man's the breadwinner, or in this case, that's how it's been, established. Right. So in my case, in a same-sex relationship, these are things I have to identify. So my question to y'all is this: am I on the right track looking for a man that I can say, I'll take care of everything, but the only thing I want you to take care of is the house. If we have kids, you are the first person the school calls. I should not be on the list because I'll be out of the state more than likely. And I will give you an American Express card so that you will never have to worry about anything for the rest of your life. Is that how it should be?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Tell me why.
Yes. I think that me being a heterosexual man, I've been ahead of the sexuals all my life, and I've never been behind the sexuals. But I will say this, that roles are important in every aspect of life. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if one person is driving, one person's navigating. You both people, even though you both may be qualified to do it, you both can't grab the wheel, especially not at the same time. And the whole idea of 50-50 kind of stuff, those relationships fail. So I think that you're on the right track in terms of, because my thought process is, no school should ever call the father unless there are two fathers in the household. Because what are you calling me for? Right. So no, I think you're right. But as far as that, because people don't understand that even a well-oiled machine needs to be oiled.
Got to be maintenance.
And those are the processes that people like our society undervalues.
Right.
It's absolutely essential. That person that makes sure that you have that feeds the beast, that encourages you, that catches you at the downtime, that helps that comforts you in those moments. It's weird that I'm talking about it as if it's a man going to be comforted in the man, but I still believe that it's absolutely essential. So yeah, so you're on the right track.
Okay, good.
But first off, let me tell you, take your ass back inside, man. Ain't shit outside. Ain't nothing outside. You hear me? Nothing. I'm talking about zero, man. Listen, everybody got an agenda, man. And I had to learn that, man. Everybody has an agenda that's around you. As far as like Letitia and I, I've been fortunate enough to pretty much be the breadwinner throughout our relationship. I mean, my wife was 17 with her own checkbook. You know, we had our own house at 21. So, you know, her friends were still staying at home with mom or, you know, at school, or, you know, she was able to go to school. I sent her to school. I did everything that I felt like a man's supposed to do. And the reason why I feel so big, why I'm so big on that, is because I didn't see that in my household. It was only my mother. So my woman, my wife, I made sure she didn't feel like my mother. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so with me taking that leadership role and making sure that everything was good financially, that really put a fire up under me. You know what I mean? But as I got older in life, I had to realize that just because you're taking care of someone financially, you also have to look at the emotional side as well.
Oh, absolutely.
And
absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
Well, because my thing is this, and I'm being honest, and this is breaking news. And I think I may shock the world when I say this. Of all the men across my shows, whether it's Love and Marriage, Huntsville, DC, Detroit, Bell Collective, of all the men across my shows, I am more like Marsau.
Okay.
And when I say that, I'm being real. When I say that, so ladies, gentlemen, and they listen up. I am way more like Marsau than any guy on the Love and Marriage franchise because I am not interested in being in a power couple relationship.
Right.
I'm just, and listen, the thing is this, and when I say that, hear me out. I have no desire to walk the red carpet with somebody and we're both cheesing. Mm. I don't want that. And I'm just being, I don't want that. I value my privacy and I value not having to compete. Because one thing that we don't talk about in relationships, let's have a real conversation. A lot of relationships fail because both partners are silently competing with each other. Mm, and that's why, as I'm newly outside, I tell guys I date now, look, I don't want you to be filmed. Mm-hmm. I don't want you to ask me, why don't you post me on your page?
Yeah.
My page is my brand and my business. I was in a relationship for 17 years. Nobody's ever seen him. So for me, I'm not going to be with somebody who wants the spotlight or the limelight. Now, what I can give you, and this is where I'm more so like Marsau than any guy on the show. What I can give you is a soft life, if that's what you want. And when I say that, hear me out before y'all get mad. I want my guy to follow his passion, not his job. And when I say that is, I want my guy to know that at the end of the day, he is so safe and protected by me that he can go follow his passion. And if he's able to make more money than me following his passion, I'm fine with that. I don't want to be in a relationship to where he feels the need to come home every day feeling sad because he's going to a job he doesn't like. So I would like to eliminate that from him. And I want to be able to say, I pay for everything. The only thing I want you to do is follow your passion. And so that's what you did to Tisha.
Yeah, well, yeah, to a certain extent. I think that one of the key things is that you got to remember in this endeavor is that when you come in your mind, and this in your mind, you have this whole thing, what you're going to provide laid out. Okay. And you believe you're going to do the most. And if you're like me, then you think that what you have of value is worth something. The challenge is when I just caution you to make sure that you're not thinking that what you have to offer is worth more than what they have to offer. To make sure you understand that your role is the expectation, their role is the expectation, that kind of level sets everything back at zero, you know? But it's easy to be in your position right now and be controlling because you're older, because you're established, because you know what you want, and you have the chips, you know? You have the chips right now. So the golden rule is who has the gold makes the rules. And so you have to caution yourself to make sure that you're vulnerable, that you're pliable, but it's going to be a tough battle because you actually have the power. So,
yeah. And Glenn, I want you to cook real quick because on this most recent episode of Bell Collective, you, the breadwinner who had a job that had insurance and benefits, you decided to tell your wife in the hot sun while her lace front is sweating. You decided to tell Leticia, hey Leticia, yeah. You decided to tell Leticia that you quit your job because you want to be an entrepreneur.
Let me start here. Now, the whole, entrepreneur thing is, it sounds good. It's great. And I'm learning a lot of things now that I did not know about entrepreneurship. First of all, I jumped off a porch with no legs. You see what I'm saying? But it was more than that factored into me coming home. I'm raising a young black man, and I felt like I was no different than my dad just because I'm at a job versus him, choosing hair run over his family. So I felt like I was choosing a job over my family. I can't get these days back. I coached my son in city league football. My mom, she was battling stage 4 lung cancer. I lost my grandma while I was out on the boat. You see what I'm saying? So it was the things that was passing me by that money can't buy. You see what I'm saying? So my responsibilities didn't change, just my occupation. So with that being said, it wasn't the fact of me being an entrepreneur, but I know for a fact I got to keep bringing money in this house. I gotta make her feel safe mentally and financially as well. But Letitia, she's doing very well on her own. She's in LA right now. She's getting ready to present reality awards in LA as we speak. As I speak, I have trucks that's on the highway right now that's delivering. So it's not, being entrepreneurs was not the main focus of me coming home. It was more of me being here with my family, because once Josh turned 16, I'm not going to be able to get in the floor and play cards with him. I'm not going to be able to, go in his room and we play Madden. You know what I mean? Man, I can tell you right now, like, me and my son, we've always been close, but the bond now is so much deeper. I've learned so much more about him, because think about it, I'm gone for a month at a time, right? When I come back, my son is a totally different person, and I can't learn him in 10 days and then leave again for another month. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and I can't raise him over the phone. What, you disrespect your mom? When I get home, you're gonna have to talk to me. 28 days later, he done forgot about what he done did. Right. And I come home and I'm enforcing something. It's gonna make it seem like I'm just coming home to be the bad guy, just to coming home to fuss at him and, keep him in line. Entrepreneurship has its challenges, but I'm willing to take all of it in stride to make sure that I'm here for my son, because I know what they feel like to come up without a father. And I would never put that on my son.
Okay, well, listen, I want to, that was actually good. So just for the record, you decided to quit your job so that you're able to be at home more with your son. Now, with that being said, I want Marsau to cook real quick. And let's be real.
Let's be real.
Are you comfortable with Letitia making way more money than you as you are figuring things out?
Absolutely. Okay.
Okay.
You know why? Because I had her back when she was trying to figure things out. I never complained. Letitia, she's had plenty of endeavors that did not work out. And I still went to work. I still made sure that she can keep going until she found her niche. Just for the record, I did not want to be on TV. I knew what type of lifestyle I was living. You know what I'm saying, at that time. And it ain't got nothing to do with women. It was just, I was more like a wild card. You know what I mean? And, with me getting on TV, it put the magnifying glass on me more. You know what I mean? But now, I'm older and, I'm all the way legit. I'm a family man now. You know what I mean? But at the time when we started filming, I was still, in and out kind of, you know what I mean? So, it doesn't bother me at all, because one, it makes her happy. It makes her really, really happy to, reach her full potential. And I want to make sure she reach her full potential. That's what I'm here for, to make sure my son is comfortable, to make sure my wife is comfortable, financially, emotionally, all of that. So it's a blessing to see my wife doing the things that she's doing. I feel like a proud father. I mean, you got to think about it. We were 17 when we got together. Mm-hmm. So I feel like a proud father. Every time I see something come up that she got to go do, man, it don't nothing but joy come up in my heart. Mm-hmm. The people that don't know me take it as, oh, he can't take the elevated t-shirt. He hating, or he feels some type of way that he's not the breadwinner and all of that. Listen, my money ain't never slowed up. I invested very well. I was on that job for 15 years. I invested really well.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I handled my business.
Marsau, what do you think about all this? Because the thing is this. One thing that I love about you and Tisha Scott, and this is one of the reasons why the show has been a huge success for all these, consecutively since we started, is because you pride yourself on being the breadwinner, and you also had a conversation with your wife when y'all got married about, I'm going to do this and you're going to do that, and you both agreed on that mission.
Yeah.
Do you think your wife got caught up in this boss CEO, boss chick, Twitter LLC community, that she felt the need to abandon y'all contract and wanted to chase something just because the world told her to?
I'm not going to just put it on her, but I'm going to put it on women in general. I think that this whole soft girl era thing is us letting them do their thing and them getting out there and realizing that being an entrepreneur is more than being your own boss. Because sometimes when you're your own boss, you have a shitty boss and a worse employee. I think that people don't understand it. And so, yes, I think that T kind of, but I'm okay with it. T got caught up in the whole be a boss thing. And you see me saying it several times, saying, no, you're going to do this because you're a boss. You're the boss chick, you do this right here, because it's like, I know what it feels like to be a boss, and a lot of times it's very frustrating. People think you get to eat whatever you kill, but you got to kill in order to eat every time. You know?
Do we really look at Marsau as being a boss, you guys? What is it that you do, Marsau, besides ride around to different job sites and act like you are, I guess, supervising the people who are working, who most of the time don't even know who the hell you are? And you try to give like a little breakdown of what's going to be here, what's going to be, we're going to put a window here, we're going to put a window there. Meanwhile, you're trying to talk Mexican to the Mexicans and they looking at you like, why are you here? Like, what is it that you do? Because I'm going back to the whole Zen Garden lawsuit, to where they were saying that you didn't really do anything. You didn't really you didn't build anything from what we found out, and what you did try to build, they had to tear down. So I'm trying to figure out what is going on with that. Okay, let's continue.
You know, when you look at the way the world set up, lions don't have Tupperware. You got to hunt every day. You have to hunt every day.
That's
you know
fact.
bro?
That's fact.
Lions don't have Tupperware. Go ahead.
That's fact.
Go ahead.
You got to figure this thing out. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're sitting back, now I like the fact that she lost herself for a second, and to me, she lost herself being a mom, a wife, and she decided that, okay, maybe this is the way, maybe this is the way. And so the ability to have options and do those things is fine. But she came right around and said, you know what? I think I like this whole spin at home, going to work out twice a day, cooking whatever I want, you know, go be a PTA mom type stuff. So the fact that we provided ability for them to have the option to do that. Now I'm kind of with Glenn to a certain extent. Like I wouldn't care if Tisha made 10 times more than me, but I don't even ever factor her money in the household decisions.
No.
I mean, I don't even know what color her money is. She could get paid in pink. All I care. Like, I don't know what her money looks like.
Hold on. If I'm too much in your business, tell me to stop.
No, you good.
Does Tisha have her own account?
Absolutely.
Okay. Obviously, okay, let's talk about Tisha Scott real quick. Tisha Scott gets paid to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
Does her check go into the joint account?
Love and Marriage Huntsville check. The whole check goes into Tisha's account.
Yours too?
The entire check.
Time out.
The entire check.
Time out.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna get you in a second. You mean to tell me the money you make on Huntsville, the money Tisha makes on Huntsville, that combined account, that combined money, all goes to Tisha.
Tisha, hey, it's in her company's name.
All right.
People keep thinking that I try to be the boss and try to run that stuff. I don't do that at all.
No.
I'm not that at all.
Absolutely.
Carlos, for the first 15 years of our marriage.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car.
What y'all think about it?
Okay, you ready? All right, 100.
Let's get back.
85% of my check went into her account. The other 15 went into a savings account.
Absolutely.
Only money I made was from hustle money. Yes.
Oh, not to cut you off and not to tell your business. My cast gets a lot of money.
They think we're broke.
You say what?
they think we're broke. They be
I
saying,
know. This whole thing, Huntsville is the #1 show. My cast, my cast is full of couples, some of them. Combined income, I'm not gonna tell their business. All I'm gonna say is they got.
We ain't lying, right?
So, Glenn, is that the same for you and Letitia Pearson?
Absolutely. Letitia have her own account. I have my own account. I don't know what Tisha make from Bell Collective, from where she's at now in LA. Listen, when we walked down the aisle and I said I do to taking care of all of that. I have never, like Marsau said, I've never factored in Letitia money to help with the household or anything. Now, on large purchases, now we will come to an agreement and like, okay, yeah, we can do this, we can do that. But no. You know, just like on the episode, she said, well, I'm just going to purchase it. I had no idea that she could just go and do that. But that's none of my business.
On that episode. That got me on the episode.
What got you?
Because Tisha be doing that same kind of stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
Be like, and it's like, babe, I tell you everything that I'm doing, even though,
yeah,
I right, you don't got to.
That's
if you don't tell me nothing you're doing,
it's different.
You should. Because it's like, man, it's. I don't know. You get some household stuff right there, Carlos. But that be one of the like, oh babe, I refinanced the cars, I refinanced this, I did this right here. I'm like, you don't need to maybe talk to me about it before you do it.
Now, one thing I will say this, and I want to get to Huntsville real quick. One thing I will say, let's have a real conversation. Some people have bullied Tisha Scott so much that she almost quit the show. And it was that bad for her in terms of the online stuff, right? What is so interesting to me is when I look at Tues Scott now, and we were recently in Los Angeles with the NAACP image, you know, all that stuff, which was great, and thank you guys for coming. When I posted that picture of us together, listen, you're medium handsome, as you said, Marsau, but everybody was talking about how good Tues Scott looked. Facts. And what I want to say, and Tisha, don't be mad at me for saying this, I'm sorry. What I would like to say is Tues Scott is happy. And what you're seeing is a woman who really is living her soft life. And yes, she has 3 degrees. And the beauty of this is Tisha has the choice to take those 3 degrees and do something with it. And Marsau is okay with her doing that. However, Tisha's happiness, she looks good, the skin is skinning, the body's bodying, the hair is hairing, is because she is able to live a life that she loves. And I'll say the same thing for Letitia Pearson, because when it comes to the audience, you 2 men get a lot of flack. Right? And what I want to say to the audience who knows these girls personally, Letitia Pearson and Tues Scott are some of the happiest women in the world.
And Carlos, can I tell you something? What I've known for a long time is that there's not too many women out there that wouldn't trade places with them.
I promise you.
There's not too many out there. Hey, and Carlos, real talk. Marsau, you grew on me, Marsau. Let me tell you something, sweetie. I've been the same. I haven't changed. I'm not changing one bit. I haven't changed since high school.
Yeah.
Y'all grew on me.
Yeah.
Y'all the girl.
Say that again.
I'm the shower.
Okay.
No, y'all T-shirts are very, very, very happy, and it radiates for them. Now, I want to get to Huntsville episode real quick because the main topic of conversation was the scene between Trisha, Marquez, and Ken. You guys take it away. Obviously, it exploded social media on Saturday. It was the main story as a trending topic on Twitter. What are your thoughts on that particular scene where Marquez is talking to Ken? So to recap for the audience, Trisha's a new cast member. She's technically married to a man named Marquez, but she has a boyfriend that she lives with named Ken. They're not divorced yet, Marquez and Trisha. And in this scene, they're talking about the dynamic of the relationship. Marquez was asking Ken if he tucks his daughter in and kisses her at night to say goodnight, whatever. And in the end, divorce papers are signed. But I'm gonna let y'all cook.
Yo, Marsau had a conversation with him earlier in the season. It might have been last season where, you know, Marquez, he came to him and Marsau told him, you know, when you leave your marriage, you leave your kids. That resonated with me. You know, I understand how you're feeling, you know, because I went not to that degree, but you know, my wife, as we all know, she separated, she went her own way, she moved back in with her mom and everything. And yo, that's a pain that I've never felt before in my life, you know. And when that man asked Ken, when he asked Ken, do you tuck my daughter in? Do you hug my daughter? Man, that made me drop a tear. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, because I know the relationship Josh and I have, and I'm not willing to share that with anyone. I'm just being real. Josh came from me. I'm his hero, and I don't want nobody to be an assistant hero or an assistant dad. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. Now,
for you to be the assistant.
No, I don't need. I don't need an assistant at all. You know what I'm saying? Because
for you to be the assistant, because when you're not there,
oh yeah, absolutely,
the assistant.
Let me say something real quick. Do y'all think it was easier for me to walk away and start a new family, or it's easier for me to stay there and fight? Now, I got to be a choir boy for the rest of my life, and I may not never get that 100% trust back that Letitia once trusted me with. You see what I'm saying? I know of a lot of men, and I'm not saying this to say that I'm not happy, but I know a lot of men that would sacrifice their happiness for their family. Vice versa.
Right.
It's a lot of women that will sacrifice their family for their happiness. We're different. We're different in that. You know, so I'm happy where I am right now because, you know, we're healing and the communication is better. The emotionally ties that we have with each other is better. It's 100% family. It's family or nothing for me. So to sit there and watch.
Whatever happened to what they was talking about? Glenn had a possible baby out there, because you sitting up here trying to big yourself up, Glenn, like you this this great husband who just respect your wife so much. But then on national television, there were questions, and even at the reunion, Carlos, because you ain't said nothing about this yet. I kept waiting for Carlos to jump in and ask, what about this alleged baby that was said to be out there by Glenn? Aside from your wife, like, what's up with that? So you giving all this marital and fatherly advice, and you still have not mentioned your infidelities and indiscretions in your marriage.
That guy, see his soul leave his body when Ken walked out with his wife and his family.
I see somebody saying the DNA said that he was not the father. It shouldn't even been a possibility that he was the father. If you're married to your wife and have a child, it should not have been a possibility or a DNA having to be had, because you shouldn't have been your ass out there in the first damn place. So that means that you don't respect your wife.
Man, they hit me. They
you know what, man? You know what I think though? I think that had that been genuine, I would have felt more. I would have felt more, right?
So you don't think it was genuine?
I think that he's tucking the desire for his still love for his wife wrapped up in the envelope of I want to be there for my kids. All right, because nothing about divorce papers says that you cannot be there for your children.
Facts.
Moving from, I mean, especially in 2024, moving to a different state and not seeing your kids when you can, not being there for your kids when you can. That's what keeps you out of the kids' lives. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that the challenge with that right there is that I've been married over 18 years. And here's what I understand. When you don't understand the argument from a logical standpoint, you probably don't have enough information. Someone's not telling you the truth. And so sometimes you spend your time arguing something that's not really the problem. The whole problem ain't Ken tucking his daughter in. The problem is Ken tucking his high school sweetheart in.
That's a major problem. That's a major problem. That's a major problem.
Wait. So you think, okay. So before I let you finish, I do want to say this, because Glenn did touch on something.
What y'all think about that? Y'all think that's the issue, that Marquez is more upset at the fact that Ken is tucking Trish in versus his kids? What y'all think?
I also cried watching the scene, and I told the Raindrops a few days ago, like, I gotta watch Saturday's episode of Huntsville as a tearjerker. I applaud Marquez for being vulnerable, and for a Black man to cry on national television is a big deal. And I give Marquez all the credit in the world for being so open to do that. What is interesting that I didn't think about, Marsau, until you said it. Do you think the tears was really for the loss of Trisha? And Trisha obviously being the woman, his wife, his high school sweetheart, his rib, to see his rib walk away with a beefcake.
Right? I think that real talk, if we're going to be honest about what I think that he is a master at playing on women's emotions and getting sympathy.
Oh, wow.
And I think that it was an ego stroke. All right. When a man that you can't beat, that you're simply not better than, that everything in your life, when you take the size, when you take the wife, when you take the kids, that's an ego stroke. And so I think that he was realizing he lost in that moment. It's something he should have and could have been proud of. I think he's playing on people's emotions. I think it was a very sad moment for him to lose like that. But I don't think for 1 second he was crying about losing the kids.
But listen, though,
he was crying about losing the relationship and losing. And I think that he's still in love with her. I think he's crying about losing something that he thought he could leave on the shelf and come back to when he was ready. And he left it on the shelf, and somebody
else came along.
And to me, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. She wasn't all the way gone.
I feel like that.
Wait. When you say you believe Trisha was not all the way gone, what do you mean by that?
I'm saying that divorce papers are easier to get. If someone's out of your house for years and years and years, it's much easier to get. It's much easier to get. So I think that the divorce rate wouldn't be so high in the United States if it was that difficult to have. You know what I'm saying?
I don't ever agree with Marsau, but I gotta say right here, I do. She could have got a divorce if she was already done with Marquez and she wanted to move on, and you were dating somebody else and marriage keeps coming up. I feel like she could have gone and gotten a damn divorce and filed and did what she needed to do. It's weird that he would be the initiator, allegedly. I don't know.
And the reason why it's not is because people were holding on to something. So, and I'm not saying rightfully so. I mean, this is your high school sweetheart, is all you knew, and it's tough to get into the second situation. You know, you might love Ken, but the hurt, the trauma, not getting past it, whatever. I'm not here to say that, but I'm saying this is what I feel. So I don't think that both of them were entirely through with and throwing everything 100% away. But at the same time, I think Marquez stuff was on for show.
I mean, Ken did say he could come to him and talk to him about it. Boy.
Hey, but you know what? For me, that was some boss. Hey, that was a boss.
Yo.
Hey, that's a
hey, I ain't gonna lie, Carlos. If they help it on Bell Collective, I'm turning some tables over. I won't smoke. I won't smoke, nigga. But you gonna tell me I can come to you?
I tell you what. Then don't be the guy that gets told that. Then don't be the guy. Don't put yourself in a position where somebody can sit. Put yourself in a position where someone sitting across the table says, "Hey, man, I'll help you out too."
Bro,
yeah, don't do it.
That's the next level respectful, disrespectful shit I ever seen in my life.
well, it's positioning. Hey, Glenn, can I tell you something? I'm not trying to get too spiritual, but people quote, "Don't turn the other cheek" wrong. Right. When someone hits you, turn the other cheek and let them hit the other side too. That's not weakness. That's a flex.
I understand.
When he said, "I'll tuck your kids in," and
you too,
I'll tuck you in too.
You too. Boy, somebody don't listen to me. Boy, I don't care how big that boy is, man. He gonna have to see me, man. Boy, the joke across that table so fast. Hey,
and do what you got across the table.
I don't care. I don't care.
In that seat.
Hey, I don't care. I don't care. Hey, I won't smoke. I don't care what happened after that. That boy could have beat me till I couldn't even talk no more. He gonna have to do it. He gonna have to do it.
You know what?
That's love, man.
They got some things. You know how you beat your haters? Be better than them.
I understand that. Ain't no way Marquez can be better than them. Ken is
because he's better than you.
Ken is constantly reminding Marquez where he is not with his family. Come on, bro.
She won with me.
And I agree with what you said. I don't think she was all the way done. I don't think she was all the way done.
Greater than?
I know the great Dan, lesser Dan. I won't be both of them motherfuckers. Gator Miles. You understand me? Both of them. Man, whatever you want to call it. But listen though, man, I don't think that she was all the way done though, because I feel like that she believed that Marquez could be the man that she wanted, because it don't take that long to get no paper signed. You feel me?
Thinking that they think they can build a man.
You can't. What you see is what you got. You know what I mean? But what you cannot do is allow other people to change your perspective on what you got. Like you said earlier, there's plenty of women out there that will give their left titty up to be in our wives' shoes. But it's easier. And I'm one to read. I read comments. I'm clicking on your page. I'm strolling, seeing what you got going on. She ain't got nothing going on, man. I'm not. She got the nerve to come in on what I got going on, man. Come on, bro. You got plenty of stuff you can talk about over there. You know what I mean?
I'll look at pages too. And my thing is, first of all, if you're unattractive, I get it.
I get it. I understand it. And
you deserve to be mad.
Every female that have got on there and bashed me would not make it on my radar. I'll put it like that. Well, if I was single, they would not make it on my radar. There you go. If I was single.
Okay, so the thing is this, though. The thing is this. A lot of women are on Ken's side because this is, and ladies, you could agree with me or not, but let's be real. 99% of women that, to me, want a knight in shining armor.
Right.
99% of women, I don't care if they make more than a man, if they are tough themselves. 99% of women, they all want a man to protect them at home and outside the home.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's what they want.
Why not flip to the side?
So
Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is dropping its first cast album.
I want to put this album together with real artists.
With that being said, a lot of women look at Ken, this big, burly dude, and the fact that he has taken on the responsibility that he didn't have to really be there as a father figure for his girlfriend's kids. And the fact that he bought the son a car, he takes the daughter to dance recitals and all that stuff. Should we be giving Ken more credit for being a black man who stood up and took on the responsibilities that low key he didn't have to?
Yeah, I think honestly, and I may just be, Ken's my guy, he's my friend. I knew him before but to me, Ken's a lot bigger on the inside than he is the outside. That's a challenge.
So like
that's a challenge. I got 3 kids. I can tell you right now, I have to be absolutely head over heels in love with a woman to take on 3 more kids. You know what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, that ain't gonna happen. Okay. I don't care what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think to step up, raise the kids like your own, and have enough emotional intelligence and patience to stick it out and to be there. And I think that goes without saying, that there's a level of love and confidence and assurance that's inside of him, and that doesn't come from muscles. Because I know other people on the show that have a lot of muscles that are not even a quarter of that man.
Absolutely. Man, from what I see, it seems like Ken is a great guy, and that's a big responsibility, taking on someone else's kids and being everything that the kids have been missing. You know, yeah, he's gonna be a hero. He's gonna be, you know, riding on his big pretty horse with all the shiny armor on and all that. You know what I mean? But I'm still looking at it, I guess, from Marquez's point of view, because, you know, I could have been that. I could have been that. You know what I mean? And I know the love that I have for my wife and my son. And to sit there and watch another man.
Yeah. Hey, you know what, Glenn? I'm gonna say that like that, but even thinking about different men who don't outright do that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't go back there, you know, and I'll probably take some of the stuff I said back a little bit, because if not for the grace of God, there go I. You know, if not for the grace of God, then Tisha and I wouldn't have worked out. And all of a sudden, I'd be forced in this position, not because I wanted to, but because I have to do that. And no matter how much you love your kids, it's him that gets the ticket to the graduation.
Right.
You get the third ticket, not the second.
Right. Hey.
No, this is why it's a healthy conversation. Before I let y'all go, I want to ask 2 questions. Then I'm gonna let y'all get back to your happy wife and happy life. So, do y'all think? Because this is what's going on. Marquez and obviously Trisha are legally married, but they're separated, but not legally. Right. Trisha met Ken. Obviously, she's dating. When should you start dating when you are divorcing your spouse?
First of all, you should be divorced. You should be all the way divorced. And that's just me speaking, because, you know, the type of game that you play right there could be a dangerous game. You see what I'm saying? Because you haven't signed these papers. So in my head, I'm thinking I still got a chance. You see what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. The second that is over, is over. All right. When do you consider yourself married? The day you propose, or the day you actually sign the paper?
The day that I decided this was gonna be my wife, I was married.
Okay. And the day that you said this ain't gonna be your wife is the day you divorced. Hey, we can do all that him hawing stuff you want, but if she say, hey, I think I'm gone, I'm done, and blah blah blah. Yeah. If we're done, we're done. If we're not done, we're not done. I mean, I ain't making, and I don't care. They got other people out there. I don't know. I'll tell you one thing. What Ken and Trish said was that he ain't fitting to let no roof getting away. He ain't finna let what's the name? No Boaz getting away with his roof.
Marsau. That's why I mess with you though, bro. That's why I mess with you, because you quit to go against the grain. But me, I speak from the heart. You know what I'm saying?
Well, wait, can I say one thing? The historian said marriage is a covenant, Marsau. The divorce is when the papers are signed. She needs to understand the difference between a covenant, which is a promise, and the legality.
Okay.
Mark, go read the Bible. When it says, how can a covenant which came 400 years before the Mosaic law? Girl, you got me messed up. I think I don't know this stuff, man.
Hey, look here. I mean, I get all what you're saying. But to me, the way that I took it all in was by you not signing these papers, and we've been separated for this many years. I still think, like, you know, if I get it right, she might just come back. If I get it right, you know what I'm saying? She showed with this dude.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only that, the dude was he was messaging Shorty, Trish, while they were still together. He was sending these messages, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, he was already emotionally invested. Man. We all know that a woman leave emotionally before she do physically. See what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Woman, yes. This is the thing I learned about women. A woman knows within 2 seconds if she's going to sleep with a guy.
Oh yeah, right off the bat.
And she knows after 2 days if she's going to marry the guy. The guy's marriage material. So to your point, a woman also knows when you know your woman isn't bothered by your bullshit.
It's over.
It's over.
It's a wrap.
If she's checked out, she got another account at Bank of America. Her homegirl who works at the bank as a manager hooked her up. She already went and hired a realtor to have her find her condo in the city, in the duplex sky, like she's Wheezy. She's done. Now, my last question is this. So, Glenn, I love you, and thank you so much for being vulnerable on my show, Bell Collective. Absolutely. You obviously was exposed as a cheater, right? You cheated, Marsau.
I did.
No, Glenn cheated on his wife. And there was a paternity issue where the woman you cheated with had a baby, and she claimed his baby was yours. And one thing that Carlos King does well is follow the reality. So I got a test for you guys. And,
you did that.
And the baby, because if there wasn't a Bell Collective, Glenn today will still be thinking this boy is his.
Right.
So with that being said, Letitia forgave you. She took you back, and you guys are figuring things out because I'm not going to give away the season.
Right.
And Marsau, you answer the second. My last question of the night before I bring on Dustin Ross. If Letitia Pearson cheated on you and had a paternity issue where the man she cheated on you with, she got pregnant and she didn't know whether or not the baby was Glendale's or Boosie, would you stay with Letitia Pearson and be real?
Hey, if it's Boosie, baby, hell yeah, we finna get paid. We finna get
lies.
We finna get paid, man. That boy, hey, look, we can pay his child support on time. Nah, but for real though,
real talk,
man, Carlos, that's a man. Hey, you really put me in the hot seat with that one, man. And I'm gonna be real because I'm a real dude. When a woman give herself to another man, she has been conquered by that man. You see what I'm saying? And let me explain. Let me tell you why. Men cheat on you. Not all men, but I can say, you know, it could be a physical attraction. When a woman cheats, it's emotional. It's something else. I could go have sex with X, Y, and Z and never say nothing to X, Y, and Z again. If my wife has sex with X, Y, and Z, she gonna still be talking to X, Y, and Z while I'm gone on the boat, while I'm in the house, in the shower, while I'm outside chilling. X, Y, and Z got her head gone. You see what I'm saying?
Glenn, that's
so
not true though. You know that, right?
No, hey, listen, I've been around a lot of women. I got 4 sisters, bro.
And they got y'all food. They can just go do it.
Wait, you don't agree, Marsau?
No. I think that you'd be surprised that women cheat for the exact same reasons. Because it was Monday and they wanted something. I'm sorry, yes, it's true like that.
Women may cheat for a financial gain. I will say that they may cheat for a financial gain, but the majority of women, I feel like it's an emotional tie there with that man. If she gonna let you come inside her, you know, that's why they call it intercourse. It's 2 people coming into one course, bro.
I think they got y'all believing that. I think the truth is.
I don't know. Hey, we can take a poll. Put a poll up, Carlos. Put a poll up. Let the people speak.
I'm gonna clip this and post it on my Instagram. Okay. But I want to ask the same question to Marsau. If Letitia Moore Scott cheated on you, Marsau, and got pregnant and had the baby, and she questioned the paternity of the baby, would you stay with Letitia Moore Scott and forgive her?
Carlos, it's not because she cheated, it's because she had a baby, and I do not want kids.
Lies. He's lying.
The cheating's okay.
The cheating's okay.
You're fine with cheating if that happened. You'll forgive her.
I'm not. But I would say this. I mean, honestly, is that yeah, I think that's a challenge. That's a big challenge. The idea for me to do that. I mean, I'd have to look at the circumstances. I'd have to find out who it was. I had to find out what city he's in. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, they got a lot of stuff that I mean, is it local? Do I have to see this dude? Is he gonna pull up a flag like, "Hey, what's up, my guy? Hey, man, I just want to tell you, is he gonna come to me as a man? You know what I'm saying, or like that?" Because I know men cheat because they're hurt, right?
I wasn't hurt.
Now men are sensitive, so they get hurt really easy, right?
No, I wasn't hurt.
Honestly, I think that Glenn, you need to.
He said men cheat because they're hurt. That's a lie. Men cheat because they think they can get away with that shit. That's what it is. You cheat because you think you can get away with that shit. Then when you get caught up like Martell's ass and you wind up getting somebody pregnant and then she leave your ass, then you want to blame everybody when that was your decision. Boy, bye.
Understand something. Have you ever seen 2 dogs having sex?
I mean, I came up in the country. Yeah. They get stuck together and all this shit. Yeah.
And you've seen puppies, correct?
I've seen puppies come out.
Have you seen kittens?
I've seen that.
Have you ever seen 2 cats having sex?
I mean, I'm not out just watching animals humping shit, but
I'm saying, have you ever seen 2 cats have sex?
Why is he bringing?
I've seen dogs. I haven't seen the cats, but go ahead.
Here we go. So, where are the cats? Men or dogs?
You mother. Oh, you sleep.
Just know that. Just know that.
Oh, you sleep.
Just know that. Just know that.
Sleep, boy.
They just don't get caught.
Oh no, listen, Marsau. I feel like you will be hurt because you didn't think teacher would ever do that to you. That's how I was. You feel me? I felt like this woman loved me so much that she would never give a man the pleasure of saying I had his woman.
Glenn,
see what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something, boss. There's gonna be a lot of hurt going around that house.
No, ain't no hurt gonna be in that damn house.
One thing, we not sitting at that table forgiving. I'm not gonna be sitting there forgiving her. We're doing a lot of forgiveness.
I'm gonna tell you though,
going around that table now.
But I do think a man would forgive a woman quicker than a woman would forgive a man for cheating though, because we think totally differently. We different on that. You know, men, like I said, most men are physical We're physical beings. We're physical beings. You know what I mean?
I don't think there'd be a day in my. I don't know. I don't think.
You can't say that.
This is what I think. I think at the end of the day, one thing, and this is, I'm gonna end on this, and y'all tell me y'all agree or not. I think at the end of the day, if a man is providing a soft life for his woman, I think one of the main things he wants is don't embarrass me.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Like, don't embarrass me. If this woman has a good life and she still cheats, I think he's done because she did the ultimate no-no. Now, if the roles were reversed and this man cheated and his wife found out, I think there will be a conversation.
Now, there you go. There you go. It depends on who cheated first. Now, if I cheated first and she went and got her get back, it ain't a lot I can say.
There you
but
go.
if I ain't never cheated on her, if she done took that little pie away, I don't want the crest, I don't want the box, I don't want nothing.
I'm sorry, boss.
Okay,
like, don't forget me.
Listen, this has been so great. I knew this was going to be good. We have over 2,200 people live in the chat to listen to Bro Talk.
So that's it, guys. That's all we're gonna listen from them. I don't feel like they were being Marsau to be exact. I don't feel like Marsau was being that honest, and Glenn either, because y'all know how it is. When there's infidelity in a relationship, men will leave while a woman will stay and forgive. Most times women will stay and forgive because women, I mean, that's just how we are sometimes. I ain't that way. I mean, you want to step out and cheat, you need to stay out there. Because, yeah, I ain't got time for that shit. But in the case with Tisha and Marsau, I feel like Tisha may have known that Marsau have stepped out a few times. But do I feel like she's going to ever leave? No, because one, her reputation is what she likes to throw in people's face of being married for 18 years. So she don't want to hear the I told you so. She don't want that. Do I feel like if she feel that she could leave Marsau and not get the backlash from it? Because we already know she's had a conversation with Mel. Y'all remember when they popped up at Mel and Martell down there in Florida, where Tisha was asking Mel, how do you get along, Mel, after you left Martell? How do you this and how do you that? She was asking a lot of questions, like she really wanted to know how she's going to, live after being away from Marsau. I just feel like, and then Glenn the same way. Tisha Pearson, I feel like she stayed with him because I feel like she's a little weak a little bit. I feel like she's a little weak. I feel like she's holding on to the fact that she's been with him for a very long time too. I think they've been together. They high school sweethearts too, just like Marsau and Tisha been together for a while. But I just don't feel like they are being 100% honest. I don't. Men will leave before a woman will. Women, we stay forgiving. But men, let Tisha go out there and get pregnant or go out there and cheat. I think Marsau would leave Tisha if she cheated. It ain't even got to be no baby. So I don't think he was being honest on that. But I feel like he can do what the hell he wants to do. And Tisha gonna stay because he knows that she's weak. And that's just how I feel. Right. He said, right, Caramel, not me. Yeah, but some women will stay. I'm not that woman to do that. I'm not weak like that because I don't feel like I need to stay with nobody for any type of validation. I don't. Shit, I can go down there and pump $20 right now at the gas station and get numbers. I had niggas hollering at me at the gas station just getting gas. So I know I still got it. So what I'm staying with you for if you gonna disrespect me? That's all I'm saying. A bitch still got it over here. That's all I'm saying. I can throw some shit on. I can throw my little tight little jeans on, baby, and run out there to the store right quick. How you doing, Miss Lady? We gonna get that. Okay, you looking nice today, Miss Lady. I know. Thank you. Okay, you just verifying my shit. That's all. But that's our show for today, guys. I wanted y'all to see that BS between them three. And I don't know why Carlos is speaking on what a woman would do. You ain't never been with a woman. You don't know nothing about no damn woman. So, Carlos, you should have just sat back and let them talk, okay? Just sit back and say, okay. Really? That's all you should have said throughout that whole damn interview, Carlos, because you don't know a damn thing about no woman. But thank you all for being here. Thank you, Pinky the housewife, for stopping by. We did see her pop in. Thank you. And she was being very much so giving a lot of great content there. In the comments. So thank you for that. Thank you, Belle Wilson, KBR, Tyra, Linda Gamble, and Scorpion Miss. Thank you all for modding. And thank you, Truth TV Podcast. Who else was here? Purple Unicorn, Aries Podcast. I'm sorry. Deary Talk Show, Messy Hoes ATL, Boss Lady Brand, Girlfriend Chronicles, Chronicles of Kim K, and Love Seeing Her. And anyone else that may have stopped by. Again, thank you, Pinky the Housewife, for stopping by. Okay, you guys check her out over there. Pinky be getting all those court documents, child, on our Love and Marriage Huntsville friends over there. So if you guys want to stop by there and check her out, go support her channel. All right, as well as the other content creators that I've named in the chat tonight. Thank you guys for stopping by. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, okay, if you've not done so. All right, let's get ready to get out of here. Love you guys down. I will see you guys later for our pop-in video. All right, bye.